We have Rain. StarCraft 2 champion, Broodwar champion, he has it all. In the bottom right, we do have Hiya. Not actually sure if he's a champion, but he's one of those players who can basically beat anybody. I think he had a few good runs way back in the day when there was still pro league licenses and Casper going on and all that stuff. I'm not sure if he has any individual runs which are really good right now. I'm not even sure if he plays the qualifiers for ASL. I don't think he has an ASL championship. But the BJ stuff, the whatever it's called, jockey thing, basically the streamer league. The Koreans have the amateur league for themselves, basically the one. He's doing very well in there, and he has a couple championships in that with his team, so that's a lot of money, by the way. They're making like really good stuff there. I think the first team gets like 70,000 or something. That's pretty solid crowdfunding going there. It's a really big events actually. Kind of insane how big Broodwar still is in Korea. It feels like Broodwar and like crowdfunded Broodwar basically in South Korea is still bigger than StarCraft 2 globally. Which is kind of insane to think about. At least that's what the dollars say. They get more money in their ecosystem than we get in the global one. Which is kind of crazy, man. It is really crazy. Got another supply depot come down here. So barracks to supply depot without a wall. Of course, it's not really a wallable map. No, of course, I'm so in the mindset of TVP, so of course this is not a TVP. It's a TVP, the first one of the day here. Rain's gonna try to get this SCV, and it's gonna be very annoying here. Hiya's gonna evacuate that one and gonna keep on building the factory with a different one. Look at that, he's so pesky. And he doesn't even lose actual health. He's got a Zealot now on the way as well. Going into double Dragoon already. He has yet to start his range. But man, the arena is a little bit exposed. He needs to get back. There is, I think... No, there's no real nook where only the Marines can fit. So he didn't create a wall inside his base against the Zealot actually. He has a lot of obstructions there with the depot and stuff, but... Like, he kind of needs to just play it like he's doing right now, where he needs to dance around his production facilities. And next there's gonna be that Dragoon coming in as well. If he pushes out too far now, he's gonna start the command center and then the Goon shows up. That's the worst timing. He might get this one cancelled. He's gonna pull a bunch of SCVs and try to push this back as good as possible. The Zealot is at half health, and we do have a Vulture, so the Zealot is basically dead. But man, so now he needs to get up that bunker, he needs to start on producing that command set again, and he needs to keep on making Marines right now. He can't stop Marine production. He needs to be able to fend this off. Oh, if he can kill one of the Goons, he catches the Zealot. He almost kills the Goon, but he doesn't actually get it, but he gets the bunker up and running. He still has 3 Marines, so he doesn't need any additional Marines. But that's kind of really lucky. That looks so calculated, but those Marines are basically all one-shot from death. And if Rain gets a little bit of better targeting going there, he kills 2 of those, right? And then you suddenly only have 1 Marine in the bunker, and then you can kind of ignore the bunker as the Protoss player and can just move through and pressure that command center again. Because even though you can't kill the bunker with 2 Goons, you can't really kill 2 Goons if you only have 1 Marine. But this works out perfectly for Hiya. Very risky, but it does work. And the Vulture and the follow-up siege tank are gonna keep this safe. Barracks could land over here to put an obstruction. It could float over the bunker as well to basically make that unclickable. It's gonna put an obstruction here on the low ground. And there's your first siege tank. Now let's see what upgrades he's gonna go for. For now, he's just making a second siege tank. No upgrades as of yet. We don't see mines, we don't see speed, we don't see siege mode. He has the money. He should probably start anything, really. I'm very puzzled by this. He's not making any upgrades. What is he going for? Okay, there we go, mines. So Hiya's gonna go into mines here. You see the goons moving in now. They got their range, but the tanks are gonna start to try and trade with this. Of course, they do not have siege mode for quite a while. And yeah, he might just float this over. Oh, actually, gonna bring this somewhere else. Probably wants to eventually have that over here somewhere to scout for any drops coming in. Funny movement of that barracks. He needs to be careful that he doesn't get stuck on this vulture. Yeah, that's what I mean, bro. Our mines are gonna finish up in a moment, but the vultures are still gonna have a rough time pushing through those goons, so I'm not even sure if mines is the good choice here as the first upgrade. I would have rather seen speed there. Oh, so he hides his turret. That's beautiful. So the observer doesn't see the turret, and it has been hidden, and it gets shut down immediately. That's a really good catch, actually. What a beautiful little move here. Hiding the turret under this barracks, and Rain just flies straight in. It's like, what do we have here? And then he gets shut down by the turret. Whoa, that was really good. The vultures still do make it out, even without speed. That's quite impressive, honestly. The second observer does come in. Goons are gonna evacuate. Third base is about to finish up here for our Protoss player Rain. And behind all of this, for now he's only going into Reaver play, so robotic support bay is finished up, the shuttle is done, and the Reaver is started. But we already have the turrets, so, and it's a good missile turret position. I feel like there's one on the production as well. Maybe you want to have like one over here or something. Kind of cover this area, maybe like one down here as well. There's only the main base is a little bit sparse in the turret placement. Ooh, that observer 1 HP. The vultures are now roaming the map, starting to lay down their mines. We do see siege mode on the way now as well, and a lot of siege tank production. Love to see this 5 factory setup. We should see an armory start very soon here. Oh, it's already there, it's already spinning. Sorry, I missed this one. The academy is coming in here, of course, to get that scanner up and running. More and more gateways coming in. The Citadel of Adun to provide lags and eventually the Temper Archives. The Forge to get some armor upgrades going, or maybe, I guess, some damage upgrades rather. And there's the Reaver. It's just pressuring the front, but there should be siege mode now, so yeah, it's not long-lived pressure. Just fire a few scarabs there on that bunker, and then he's gonna just pull back for now. Dragoons with an observer are roaming here against these mines, and he does put some mines in his main base, which is interesting. He doesn't have one on the top side of this command center, which I really would have loved to see. The shuttle is actually turning around. It's more of a defensive play here. It's like, hey, try to push against the Reaver, man. Oh, so he does see these mines, by the way, so those are not even a surprise. There's 4 more gates coming online here. Rain should probably think about a 4th base very soonish. Terran is making his 3rd base right now, and Protoss is just clearing the map for now, but he needs more than what he has. He needs more than 8 gates and charge to work with 1 Reaver here against the full-fledged out Terran army. And there's the 4th base. Oh, vultures roaming the map, but quite a few actually, so he's not really that aggressive with his vultures. He's really emphasizing on making as many tanks as he can right now. Getting up 2 more factories into 7 factory setup here. The armory unfortunately is not spinning right now, so a little bit of a mistake if I had to fault him for something. But he's still looking very, very good. But it's only a +1 upgrade right now, so honestly I would have loved to see that start as soon as possible. Always happy to see upgrades just be fluent as they can. Now more and more vultures are starting to reinforce this, and as we see more vultures there should be more mines, more map control for the Terran eventually, more vision, more defensive setups here. And as well, he already has a bunch of Goliaths. He's trying to catch this shuttle, and this might work. This is a speed shuttle though, there's 2 shuttles actually. 2 shuttles, one with Reavers, one with Zealots. He's going in. The Goliaths are there, do they have range? Oh, he doesn't range, he does kill the first shot. Oh no, he gets the double Reaver! But he still drops 1 Reaver. So 1 Reaver, 1 Zealot are still in the base here. That's a little bit messy. He can kill this with reinforcements, but he's actually bringing back a lot of his units. He's really afraid of this Reaver. But that was a really good catch. Like, big play here by Hiya. Even though he doesn't get it perfectly, he gets a really good trade there. And that's basically both Reavers dead. So what's your AoE now for the Protoss? It's not there. Storm isn't done yet. There's no carriers. There's no real big tech unit right now. There's only gateway units. There's only Dragoons. They have 0 upgrades. There's now finally charge slots coming in as well here. A bunch of observers coming in. But that's the tech, right? And that's the highest tech unit he has, observer, right now. Hiya's gonna use this opportunity to try and push out on the map. He identifies that he just killed the whole asset from his opponent. Oh, the mine! I was gonna done. That was really beautifully done, actually. Nice micro trick there. Goes, keeps on walking with the goons. That's targeted and shoots it with the other goons. He needs 2 shots, I think, to kill off a mine. So, really well done there. But yeah. Was this mined? I can't remember anymore, man. No, it's Hiya. Hiya is pushing this. Did I call him mined? Hiya is pushing this right now. He's pushing through the center here. He puts up a lot of mines here, a big minefield. He has the tanks very clumped up. Might want to think about spreading them out a little bit. We do have Storm now, so it's gonna be more difficult to actually kill your opponent, and he will see the High Templars. Oh, the mines against the Zealots. I love that. So he sees the High Templars, you want to maybe start to spread out your tanks a little bit better here. We do have still a lot of units reinforcing this at home, or standing back at home basically. Needs to be careful though, he's kind of exposed on the tanks. He only has mines guarding them right now, there's no real front line for the tanks. He needs to join up the armies. The Protoss army is looking very big right now, and if he can get a little bit of a flank going, he can potentially just kill all of these tanks. Finally we do see, that's a good unsiege here. That's just what I wanted to see. Look at that. The spread of the tanks is starting to happen here. This siege line is going to be ultra deep. There's going to be so many mines here. There's going to be a contain on 4 bases. He only has mines on the left side here. But that's going to be enough for now. What a strong position here from our Terran player. Love to see it higher. So many tanks sieging up here. So many mines in front. And he might spread himself a little bit more thin here into the northern area. Where, oh, Rain is walking into spider mines currently. Now, Rain is maxed. He wants to start the trade very soon. But he needs to deal a lot of damage. And there we go. The move is coming. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. He's gonna run through those mines, he's gonna try to bomb some Zealots, but the bombing is not really happening that well. The Goliaths are gonna shoot down the shuttles. That's some good engaging here for the Terran player so far. The Storms are so far behind, they're starting to chew through some of the Vultures, but that's not really what you want to chew through. You need to kill the tanks. There's still so many tanks behind this. The Goons are trying to push in. But there's not enough units for our Protoss player. He has to abandon this attack, and he will lose a few more of these High Templars here. He does manage to pick up 3 of them into this shuttle. That's a great pickup there, and he's immediately gonna go with the shuttle to try and storm drop, but wait a moment. No turnaround. He finds 1 idle SCV here. There's even a science vessel for EMP charging up already. Man, he's so aggressively with this Prism, and also aggressively chasing the Prism here. So he will drop the Templars here now. What? Still doesn't drop them. I think there used to be a turret here, which didn't get remade. So he will drop the Templars here because he has to kind of use this up, but he doesn't even get 1 SCV. I think he killed one maybe, yeah. There's still a High Templar in here, and I think he hopes that Hiya doesn't kind of notice, but Hiya's actually making a turret here right now, so there's a timer on this one. It's trying to run through the other turret, but it's gonna get killed. The High Templar, it does drop and it does kill a bunch of the SCVs. 14 kills, that's a pretty good High Templar. The SCV is gonna come and kill it off. That's gonna take a while. The High Templar cannot do anything. That was a good storm drop in the end there. But yeah, let's see how Rain can break the center position this time. It's gonna come in with a bunch of goons, a bunch of zealots here. The front line is not really there this time. All of the vultures that were here was the first time, they're not here right now, so the zealots are performing way better. And they didn't have that much of a deep minefield to run through. This push is starting to get thinned out more and more, but it did get reinforced with turrets at this point. And the Terran, I mean, he's sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases in just a moment. And the Protoss is just getting his 5th base up and running. So Protoss needs to be the efficient one here. Oh my god, that was such a great zealot mine dragging. He cleared all of the mines in one zealot swoop. That was insane, and he might have been able to pick it up as well. And Vulture's actually trading against these goons is not that terrible here for the Terran. A lot of good mine connections as well. One tank is gonna siege up here, will not be able to be enough though to push this back. The 2 HP tank does survive for now, and more Vultures coming in, laying more mines on top of these goons here. I think they can avoid all of these mines. Kind of funny the micro you have to do, like this walk and stutter step, shoot and run. And the mines do eventually connect, but Rain is, at least he's making a new base. He's still on this 4th base, it wasn't broken. He has this still up, he has this still up, and he has another max. But he's, like, we're approaching the point where the maxes are gonna be worse and worse. And eventually, like, he might have 2 more max armies, but eventually it's gonna be like 150 supply, 130 supply stuff. Nice defense matrix here, a good storm there. To combat this as well. Or counteract this from the Protoss player here. And oh, that was a couple storms wasted on the D matrix there. That's pretty good here from Terran. The bunker still alive. Is gonna leash 2 of these zealots there. A nice storm on top of the science vessels. But in the end, the Terran does not get broken. The push in the center is still there. And he just needs to reinforce this again. There's still 6 tanks just chilling around here. A bunch of mines. Things looking very powerful here. He's trying to break this open right now. Double Reaver? Reaver was remade here. But that didn't really do the trick. The Double Reaver got killed very easily. Now he transfers his main base probe saturation basically to this base. But if this remote base ever gets found here by Hiya, he has an easy kill on that one. And his push is still looking so strong. He's reinforcing more and more units here into the center. He still has 3. He has 3 factories pumping out siege tanks right now as well with those add-ons, and he kind of identifies this base here. He identifies the measurement he has to take against this, and yeah, not enough reinforcements coming in here from Rain. He's gonna abandon this game. GG, the first match.